About 2 months ago, we got pulled over on our electric scooters. We weren't really going that fast, maybe about 10 over, give or take.
Is a cop pulling us over right now?
First of all, let's start with that. Why are we going above the speed limit on scooters that have no kind of protection?
And the officer let us off with the warning, but we did have a nice long chat with the officer about electric scooters and why specifically I ride them a bit above the speed limit because of road ragers coming up behind us. And this is a consistent problem with road ragers. There's something about people seeing an electric scooter in the road, and if we're going the speed limit or a couple miles over it even, they get very mad, they honk, they tailgate, and eventually they'll pass us in a ridiculous, dangerous way. Fast forward about 2 months. Now you can see this lady's got a block behind us, but somehow catches up to us really quickly. She's already going way above the speed limit when you consider that we're going the speed limit here. We're going 25 to 27. I looked at our speedometers. Now the officer originally, when pulled us over, came out right here. He estimated us to be going about 35, 38 miles an hour. At that speed, you don't really have this kind of problem like I'm demonstrating in this video. Here, when we're going the speed limit, we're going 25, and this is at the officer's request, a request for public safety. And what you're gonna see is a road rager come up behind us, passing in the wrong lane, at a stop sign, rolling the stop sign, no regard for us. This should have been my first warning here. Just see how far left the car coming in the opposite lane is. It's almost on the curb.
Like at the stop sign.
There's no reason to be honking.
You know? Right.
There's no reason to be passing anybody like this. There's literally a stop sign right there.
Look at this. Watch out for this raging bitch. She's raging. KBS.
What the fuck are you doing?
Just don't do this, people. Whether it's a scooter, a motorcycle, whatever. This lady's lucky she didn't get her mirror taken off. I know a lot of riders would have just totally destroyed her mirror there for doing this type of maneuver.
I'm gonna ask her what her problem is.
For the sake of her privacy, I'm going to blur out a bunch of the next clips. Keep in mind, this is an example. I want you to realize that I'm not picking on her specifically. I'm more picking on people that drive like this. There's a lot of people in general that have aggressive driving tendencies, and when they get near scooters, they act out. And this is a problem I've seen across the country. We've scooted in a lot of different cities last year. Luckily for her, there was no contact and she kept just enough distance, but still, this is within the 6-foot bubble. You should not be this close to anybody riding any vehicle. What's important to me about this clip is that you realize the mindset that these people have. They have a feeling of authority because they're on the road with a car, and they feel like they have authority over anybody who's on an electric scooter or something like this, right? And that's just not true. You're not allowed to use your horn and assert authority over other people in the road. It's a public road and you need to share it. Of course, we followed her 2 blocks, and let's see what she has to say about it.
You got a problem?
I just needed you to move out my way.
I needed you to move out of my way. She thinks that she owns the road and she can tell people to get out of her way. That's not how this works.
You mean the public road?
Yeah, we're following the law. What's your problem?
Scooters are legal here, as evidenced by the video where I got pulled over. We are following the law here, and it's time for us to stand up to these road ragers.
The public road for cars or for regular scooters?
First off, why are you backing your car up at us again? Second off, what kind of stupid question is that? Of course, the road is for cars and for scooters. Just because you've been living under a rock for years doesn't mean the rest of us have.
Yeah, you gonna cut us off like that?
Hey, can I call the police?
The police will gladly come and educate you on how many laws you broke right here. Passing illegally through a stop sign, no stopping, blah, 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 blah. And then here we go with you absolutely losing your mind when I even mentioned the police.
Go, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, now you're gonna cuss.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going home.
I understand you're going home, lady. That's my point as well. You're 2 blocks from your house. You shouldn't be driving like this.
Ma'am.
Motherfucking do my fucking.
Ma'am.
I get it. You're out maybe trying to do Uber Eats or DoorDash and make a little money. But guess what, lady? I'm also working right now, and you're not allowed to drive like this.
Would you do that to a motorcyclist?
All I did was blow the motherfucker horn. You gonna fuck
Can't
me
even
home
speak.
and harass me?
Why are you road
What if I
raging?
shoot your ass?
What if I shoot yo ass? Wow, lady.
Why are you throwing your car at us? You're road raging.
We're on a public road. Would you do that to a motorcyclist? Would you do that to a motorcyclist? You could have killed us and your ass would be in jail. How about that? How about that? Yeah, go back in your house. Go back in your house.
I think this really sums up the whole argument that we're trying to make here. If you wouldn't do it to a motorcycle, then don't do it to a scooter. If you're going to drive aggressively like that, I know a lot of motorcyclists do not put up with that, and we're not going to put up with that either. So please keep your distance. We don't want to make clips like this. This is not the type of videos I'm trying to make, but it's the sort of thing that I need to bring attention to. I know scooter riders everywhere deal with this problem. So maybe with some awareness, we can start to educate drivers to stop driving like this around people on fast scooters.
All right, now we go home.
Let it out, baby. There is the exact perfect, like, reply to that original time where the cop pulls us over, right? Here we are, we're going the speed limit, and lady road rage is in the exact same spot. Literal. Like, you doesn't get a better example of that, police officer. Did you see that? This is what you got to deal with.
I know a lot of you are going to say that maybe I was overreacting, but trust me, this has happened at least 10 times from varying degrees. And here's the worst example. Obviously, I got it on camera, but I did not get these people's license plate. They were within inches of me on a 45-mile-an-hour road. Completely unacceptable road rage. This is the point where I decided that I'm just not going to stop and let these people get away with this anymore. I'm going to get your license plate. I'm going to find out where you live. I'm going to confront you about why you were driving like this and putting me at risk, putting anybody who was with me at risk. It's all just unacceptable behavior from a lot of these drivers, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. And so any of you cops out here, I hope you see this video and maybe you'll give me a little break. You'll see us going 5 to 10 over the speed limit and realize that it is in our best interest. It is in our own safety to go a little bit faster and not have cars tailgating us and getting mad just because we're going the speed limit. So I'm interested to hear in the comments if you other scooter riders have this problem. I know this is a big thing in motorcycle riding too, and it's why we own our lane. That's what it's called. You want to own your lane, be in the middle of it, make it clear to these cars that they're not supposed to go around you. And I thought we were doing a great job in this clip of owning our lane. This lady just felt like she wanted to own our lane herself, and that's totally unacceptable. Let me know what you guys think. Scoota Gang out. If you want to see the full conversation with the police about this type of situation that we had 2 months ago, check the video right here.